Like it.
Yeah.
Great. Take it up. All right. Perfect. Let me go live. Alrighty. We are live. Awesome. All right. So today we have got Pat and Alok from High Level Freaks. How are you guys?
Good,
And
man.
of,
How are you?
good, mate. And of course, lovely Carlos. Hey, Carlos.
How's the man?
All right. So everybody, if you do not know who Pat and Alok are, then you should. And we'll make sure that with this link, these guys have an awesome Facebook group as well, High Level Freaks. They drop gems of knowledge around high level, like technical things. Pat is building something amazing at the moment for AI in high level, so definitely follow along with him for that, and also for his meme game. If you don't follow Pat on Facebook, you should just follow him for his memes because he makes me laugh pretty much every day. Alok, you're a little bit weak on that side, mate. I've got to say, you're not really keeping up. Pat is the
Yeah,
strength.
I, I'm pretty much just a person on the backside. Like I don't post much, nothing. I just keep following. I'm your perfect, what's the word I'm looking for? Mocker. Like I'll just keep following people and see what they're doing and all that. But I keep a pulse on everyone.
Um, so guys, so we've known each other for a little while. And what we're going to talk about today. So there's a couple of things that always get it's kind of spoken about. It's like, if you're going to sell high level, what do you do? What do you sell first? How do you pick something? Because high level is such a massive beast, right? There's so many things to do. A lot of people get massively overwhelmed. They start their SaaS journey and they're like, oh, I could build a website, I could build a funnel, I could do missed call text back, I could do this, I could do that, I could do whatever. There's two things that do get talked about a lot as like, if you're going to pick something to do, pick these things to offer a solution to business. Hey, Steve, um, one of them is missed call back. Okay. They recommend that a lot. And the other one is Google reviews. Okay. Now, Google reviews is what we're going to talk about today. You guys have developed something which is an awesome integration solution for Google reviews for people. And for anyone who's watching this, like stick around to the end. Like you guys, you do have a great product for that. So you're going to have an awesome offer for our audience on that. Hey, Michael, how are you, mate? But with Google reviews, and you guys are going to talk about this in a minute. There's a challenge for people in that, and is that like you can go to a business and say, look, we've got this, we can help you get more reviews for your business, but then the business that you're trying to get reviews for, we need to get customer information for them to get reviews. So you can send a link or information or something to that customer so they can send you a review. And you guys with Review Genius, and I've seen this and you showed me everything in there, have come up with just such an awesome solution for that for businesses that you've kind of solved that bottleneck to make it easier for the companies to get those reviews and just go straight to the customer basically. So with that, I'll let you guys. I think Alok, you've got something to present there. If
Yeah,
you want
man.
to,
First of all, thanks for that intro, man. Just like everyone, we are one of you guys. We also have our own high level SaaS. Both Pat has his own, I have my own. Um, So we wanted a simpler solution for us to go out in the market and make an offer to businesses, right? There, and just like you mentioned, like everyone's talking about, hey, sell them missed call text back. Now with the new AI, sell them voice AI bots, right? That's the new thing. Um, the challenge is businesses who we are talking about, small mom and pop businesses, they don't understand this new stuff. They still don't even know how, many of them know there is something called AI, but they don't know what's the business use case of an AI. So explaining them would be a challenge. What they already know is they had a negative review last week and they are still trying to figure out how to get rid of that. They're still trying to figure out how to get more positives. That is the conversation which is in their head right now today.
mm,
Okay, they may be wondering about, oh, I need to figure out what to do with AI. But what's the pain point? It's like, I heard from, I forgot who, but I think I heard from Russell Brunson, sell them the medicine, not the, sell them the pill, not the supplement.
sorry,
That means
Alok,
if they have a, am I breaking
your
out?
sound, yeah, your sound is going in and out a little bit, mate. I'm not sure
Is
if you.
okay, hold on one second.
Sorry,
What
mate.
I would do is, let me join with my phone. I'll talk through the phone. Just give me one
Yeah,
sec. Pat,
perfect,
can
mate.
you cover for a sec?
So yeah, so basically with businesses, I mean the bottom line is businesses need customers. You can have all these awesome tools, the AI voice, the missed call text. Well, missed call text back is dead with AI voice. All the fantastic email and texting and workflows and automations and all that stuff. None of that matters if they don't have customers coming in. And so Google has positioned themselves. I mean, like there's nobody that doesn't use Google, but Google's positioned themselves, especially in the last couple of months with more advancements in AI, to where your Google business profile is more important than your website. And it is literally the front door to your business. And if your profile like just like if your business has trash around the front door and overgrown plants and a hobo sleeping outside the front door, nobody's going to come in. If your profile doesn't have good reviews or doesn't have fresh reviews or any reviews and it's not optimized, then you're not going to be getting the customers you want to get, and people who do pay attention to their profile are going to get those customers that those businesses want. So and with the latest updates with Google, like the more they've just actually released it recently, that the more your profile is optimized and the better it looks and the more active it is, the cheaper your local service ads are. So if you're a tradie and you're advertising your plumbing service and you barely have a good profile, you're paying more than the guy down the street that actually has an optimized profile. And then with Google Gemini, they just launched massive updates to their AI system themselves. And so when I search for a plumber or somebody who does cabinets or something like that, Gemini is going to pull all those suggestions and reviews and photos and data from the best profiles. And so you're going to show up better in Gemini search than somebody who doesn't have it. So, I mean, all the stuff that we have in high level is amazing to sell, but unless you have the phone ringing, none of it matters. And that's kind of where we position ourselves with Review Genius, because we either can sell it as full blown like standalone service, like I think at the high level summit. I forgot his name, but he runs the company Review Harvest. All he does is reviews, and he got a SaaSpreneur award. So I mean, it's a simple service to sell, and we can sell it standalone, or we can sell it kind of like foot in the door. We've got multiple, value ladder steps that we can offer to these people to get in the door, get their trust, and then we can sell them on all the SaaS we want later on.
Yeah, and I think the way you guys have set it up as well, because Alex showed me this when we were at the high level event in Sydney that Ryan organised from Growthable, because we were both sponsoring there. Because I'd seen it before and I saw your demos and stuff, and then when Alex showed me and we actually set up an account
Yeah.
like that, you guys have an option, right? So it's the foot in the door, guys, right? This is where when I saw this and Alex showed me, I was like, all right, we have to show people this because your foot in the door is just like I don't want to spoil it because I know you're going to get there on your thing, but it's like a free
Basically,
way to get people to do, yeah, a free way for them to get reviews. Just say, hey, look, just do this for a while and just get started. And they can set it all up in like, I don't know, a minute, 2 minutes, not even kind
Yeah,
of thing.
no. So first of all, is my audio clear?
a little
Yes,
bit
mate,
better,
that's
yeah.
much better.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
sound
right.
less like a
Cool.
Dalek now, mate.
Yeah. So I'm talking about my phone. Okay. So you said that right. So everyone's talking about, hey, reviews is the best offer to sell and blah blah blah, right? The challenge comes. I understand what offer to go out with, but how do I sell this offer? That's the challenge. Like, because everyone who's joining high level, they 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 join based on, okay, well, I like this opportunity. I have this basic offer, reviews as a service, like reputation management as a service. But how do I go out there and sell it? How do I show value to a business owner with the service? Like the selling piece is the problem. So that's what Review Genius is. Review Genius is not just a snapshot or a system which can help you avoid negative reviews, which is already included and all that. Like there's so much more to this. But what it is a system which makes it easy for you to go out there and sell this and scale it to whatever level you want. Like it's a easily scalable sales system for reputation management, if that makes sense. So, but I do have slides if you want to. I mean, we already spoken a few things about it, so I won't go too much into detail in the slides, but I'll just churn through it quickly. just to give you
Yeah,
an
please.
idea, if that's okay.
Please do, mate, because yeah, I mean, I know it because I've seen it, but there'll be people
Yeah,
who are on here now who
exactly.
haven't seen it, and people watching this on the live or watching it later on the live or on YouTube. So
Yeah.
yeah, let's
All right, let's do that.
go for it,
So I'm gonna share my screen. Do you guys see it?
Yep.
mate. I
Okay,
do,
cool.
yes.
All right, perfect. Let me present this. Present full screen. Oh, come on, there you go. All right, is that better?
Yep, perfect, man.
Cool. So first of all, like I said, it's a super easy, no stress client acquisition strategy, which is reputation management. So I'm just going to churn through this quickly. People, again, like I said, come up with 3 struggles, which is, okay, can I do this? Do I have to niche down or not to niche down? How do I show instant value to the businesses? So let's start with, can I do this? First of all, everyone on this call or everyone watching replay right now can do this thing. We have a student who have got a system set up for his mom who is disabled, and she is selling this system. Okay, disabled, like she wanted something for selling, and this is not in the negative sense. This is, I take that as a compliment. Our system is making her do something, and she's happy doing that. So so can anyone do this? Yes. Just a bit about me. That's my family. We went to Disneyland this year, which was awesome fun. That's Pat. He does everything online. He's a techie. I don't want to go too much in detail. Here's the small nutshell about who he is and what he's into. He's been into this, doing tech. He was a mechanical engineer before, but this dude is awesome. If you don't follow him more than me because he's crazy good.
And
That's
unicycling
why.
as well, which I saw lately. Is that
Exactly. He unicycles as well and goes to competitions. So
the
that's crazy.
multi-talented man?
Yeah. That's why, dude, that's why I partnered with him, right? So that's what it is. But yeah, just to let you know, we both have tried so many different things for past 5, 7, 10 years. Anything from having an e-commerce shop to starting an agency, and there's so many different things we've tried and tested. Everyone, he has tried it himself. I've tried myself. So together we have all the knowledge of what things didn't work and how to fix it. Okay, so we wanted to build an easy, no-brainer, stupid system. So we obviously joined hands since we knew each other before High Level came about. Back in ManyChat days, ManyChat, if anyone knows Messenger chatbots, we were able to be on Facebook's Messenger. So that's where we connected. But we started High Level Freaks because when we joined High Level, we started building systems because we understand business systems, what businesses really need. We started building those systems together, and I was like, dude, we need to. And there were agencies in the high level world who knew, like, and trust us, and they were like, dude, I need your system. I like that. I like that. So they came to us and they're like, oh, do you have a website? Do you have this? In fact, we still don't have a website, but they were like, okay, well, I need to find out what you guys do. I was like, yeah, we need to brand ourselves into this high level thing. So I was like, yeah, what do we do? Came up with stupid name, High Level Freaks, right? That's who we are. In a nutshell, everyone can do this. Second question is, do I have to niche or not to niche? So people who are just coming into this high level world, they all have the same struggle. Or what niche should I be? In fact, literally just before this call, I was chatting with someone who was general and he's trying to niche down right now. Okay, so literally this is an ongoing question in everyone's head today. So the challenge is there are so many different categories of businesses in Google. So since you guys already know we're going to talk about reviews, I don't want to keep this a secret. There are 4,000 plus business categories in Google. That means a dentist is a category, right? A chiropractor is a category, restaurants is a category, plumber is a category. The question is, if you're trying to figure out which niche, dude, there are 4,000 plus different niches on Google. And you're telling me you can pick one? That's a problem. Having said that, the challenge is when we say niche, the challenge is, okay, I don't know what to sell that to that particular niche. That's the big challenge. So that's where, if there are 4,000 plus different types of business categories on Google, they all need one thing, which is more reviews. Okay. If they have more reviews, they can show up better in Google, right? Google's going to help them rank higher. People who are searching for those businesses will trust those businesses more with better reviews, and then they're going to get more customers. It is how we operate as humans today. Okay, so it's not a rocket science. Everyone understands why this is so important. But again, why? because this has started because of a small company, like I have it here, called Amazon. I'm sure everyone's heard of it. Dude, I need to come with better jokes. Having said that,
It's
this is
pause
a
for
real,
effect, mate.
yeah, but there's a real thing. This is really, I mean, we all have gone through this thing, but we don't even know this, right? If we make a decision today based on, okay, I want to do business with this particular small business, it is because of the small Amazon effect, which is happening to us, right? We have been trained subconsciously by Amazon to find the better businesses based on their ratings and reviews. So this is what has happened. This is a real thing called the Amazon effect, where customers make review-driven decisions. Star ratings really matter. The volume and recency and frequency of reviews really matter. Okay. There are some crazy stats about reviews. I don't want to go too much into detail. Everyone knows why this is important. Take a screenshot, read through this. There are so many stats here. In fact, here, take a screenshot of this. There are so many different stats which you can take and talk to your customers if they don't understand why reviews are important, why they should focus on it. There are so
I
many
think it
stats.
is important, Alex. So, like, I know, I know we know that and we understand that, but I think what you just said there is important. Like, the customers or businesses don't always understand this.
Yeah,
They don't even necessarily understand where their Google Business Profile shows up. And then
correct.
if you can explain these stats to them, but also if you just show them a Google search, and even if they are in the map pack listings, and it shows
Mhm.
their business, and go, here you are, your listing, and there's 3 other people here with you, and you've got 5 reviews, and they've all got 50 reviews or more or whatever. Who do you think that someone's going to pick? And that kind of puts a little bit of a light bulb on with them as well.
Yeah,
So we always forget that we understand this, I think, a lot of the time, but
exactly.
business owners just don't get this stuff.
Correct. So once again, it's something. Again, I can talk more about this and how to explain it to businesses. And most likely, I just recommend, if businesses don't understand the value, don't even talk to them, because you're just wasting time against someone who doesn't give a shit about this thing. I would rather just go and find someone else who really needs help. Okay, so because there's such a huge, need, this huge demand for this. Like, don't don't discount this. There are companies built on reviews. Podium, $3 or $4 billion company right now. Bird Eye, right? Thrive, which literally, I mean, Thrive is in the news right now because they acquired Keep, which was Infusionsoft. They all built on reviews as a service, right? So no one's stopping you from going out there in the market and taking over your local area as well. But again, there are some crazy stats on this. Take a screenshot, go to this articles, and you'll find it. Said, to niche or not to niche, I recommend niching down on a service, not on an industry. But okay, there are caveats here. Some people come back to me and say, "Oh no. If you're getting started and you're trying to figure out what to do and what to sell, this is what I recommend." Okay, but if you are already into, let's say you have a marketing agency going on for plumbers and all that stuff, and I'm telling you, hey, cancel that plumber niche and then go and do reputation management as a whole industry, that's not what I'm recommending. If you already have a niche based business, keep doing that. But if you're trying to figure out what to sell out there in the market and getting started, this is the best way of getting started. Okay. Having said that, if you're a plumber based in this niche service already, you have a separate business which is going on for plumbers. What I recommend is still take this out to the market and sell it to anyone and everyone, the reputation management, because through the chiropractor who you sold a reputation management service, or an electrician, you may find a plumber who wants more help. Okay. And we have case studies, businesses. I mean, our students have got this. So that's why I recommend, don't discount this offer. Every business needs this. If you go, let's say, first of all, I can't see it because I have two screens here. I'm on the phone as well. Anyone in the chat, I can see the chats here on my phone. Let me know, what niche are you guys focusing on? Can I just get some interaction? I can keep talking otherwise. Is there a particular niche? I see Michael's there. Who else is here? Let's see. Steven, do you have a niche? Steven or DC? Let's see.
Nobody's doing any niche. Nobody's niching down at all.
No one's niching down. Okay, good. All right, then niche down
I'm
on
sorry.
reputation management, guys. Trade and home services. Perfect, Stephen. So here's a question for Stephen. Okay. Sorry, DC. If you go and find an electrician, let's say you go and visit that person, try to prospect them. From that electrician to find another electrician, you may walk past 25, 30, 50 different businesses who can have your reputation management as an offer. So if you're just prospecting to electricians, you're missing all the local shops in between who can easily pay you $100 a month for managing the reviews. So what I recommend is go out there and sell it to anyone and everyone. This as a base foot in the door offer, and show you how easy it is. Okay. So just gonna go quick here, but how do you show instant value to businesses with reputation management? That's the question. Well, I understand, makes sense. DC says, I can take this as an offer and sell it to the electricians or any businesses, but how do I show them instant value? Like, how do I make them everything is easy? Well, database reactivation campaign. I'm sure everyone has heard of it in the high level world. Rob Bailey is the guy who literally took this home and coined this term, so called. You can go and reach out to the business and say, hey, do you have a database? Give it to me and I'll run a campaign and get you 20, 30, 50 reviews. The challenge is, Pat, do you want to take the challenges?
Yeah, so basically, the challenge with a database reactivation campaign is kind of like all the other review systems out there. It kind of requires you to send an email or a text saying, hey, Gary, would you leave us a review? Like, well, that's great, but you have to reach out to that person. You have to nudge them multiple times. It's just like asking, like, when you get done with the job and you ask them to leave a review and they go, yeah, sure, I'll definitely leave you a review. And then they go off and they have to go to the grocery store and then they have to pick the kids up from soccer and that's right. And they forget and they just don't do it. And, most of the time when people leave a review or if they do actually leave a review, you're going to get nothing, maybe like just the star rating because nobody knows what to write anymore. So that is like a lot of challenges with just like the classic review gathering methods.
Yeah. So you can do database reactivation. It 100% works. The challenge is if you're talking to the small businesses, they don't even have a system where they're collecting that database, right? So the challenge you would face is, oh, what is a database? Oh, I don't have anything. Then you'll have to dig in and say, oh, do you send invoices to QuickBooks or Xero? Give me that list. Do you do this? Give me that list. Do you do this? Give me that list. Then you have to take those 10 different CSVs, combine that, merge that into one CSV, upload it into high level, then do a campaign. You can use my CRM Sim for sending SMSs, 100%. But there's still a challenge, right? It's still you're waiting on, just like Pat said, like maybe you're sending a text message to a mom who's picking up the kids and all that stuff. She may see the message, but she's driving. They all forget. You don't get enough conversions with this. You do get reviews. Don't get me wrong. It still works. You should 100% do it, but that's not the method you should rely on. Okay, so that's that. Second thing is, well, let's say you're a plumber or carpet cleaner or something. Once you finish a job or finish an appointment, you can send them a review request, right? With that, again, it's the same thing. Like you don't get enough conversions. So the challenge is, how do we show easy and instant value? So again, the answer is in 2 tech innovations. Any guesses? Okay, well, a few people already know. I don't want to keep it a secret. It's it's NFC and QR codes. Okay. What we've done is when we started, thanks to COVID, everyone knows what NFC, like how to tap the phone, okay? And everyone knows how to scan a QR code, right? So this is the perfect time now that thanks to 2-3 years ago when COVID was, I even forgot, man, 21, 22, whatever. But yeah, it's because of COVID, we all are used to using these 2 innovations, right? Which happened years ago. So what we started is looking into what's out there in the market. We found so many companies who are selling Google review cards. Okay, has anyone seen this? Other than people who already know what we do? Okay, I don't know. I can't see them in the chat here, but I only see 2 people, DC and Steven. So I'm sure you guys have seen this. I'm sure you have experienced this when you go and interact with a business. Okay, it's because there are hundreds of e-commerce companies who are selling this as a product. Okay, these and they may the new trend has started where marketing agencies have picked it up, but traditionally it's all the e-commerce companies who are selling this as a product, right? And the problem is they just sell this card. There's nothing else. Okay, business owners expect everything once they buy the card, but nothing else happens. So what we did is just like Steve Jobs' quote here: "Good artists copy, great artists steal." We have always been shameless about stealing great ideas. That's what we did. Me and Pat, we sat together. I started researching on it, and we are like, dude, this looks like it's the perfect time for us to merge Google review cards and our reputation management system with high level. We took that, we made it to next level, right? So that's what we did. That is what is Review Genius. So what is a Review Genius? Go ahead, Pat. That's you.
So yeah, so basically it's like a front to back system. So it starts with our physical cards, our NFC QR powered cards, and actually integrate with high level because it allows like where those other cards you can buy those cards on Amazon and everywhere else like Alok was saying, but when the businesses get them, they actually have to set them up themselves. They got to download an app and encode it and do all this. Nobody knows how to do that. So these things, the stores will buy these. They get shoved in a drawer because they don't want to set them up and they never use them. With our system, they can be activated in literally seconds with our high level system using our app and high level snapshots. And so it starts with the cards. It goes through with a review interstitial page where we can actually do like some soft gating, and then we have an entire funnel, marketing funnel with calculators. We've got a Google crash course set up for clients that sign up, and we've got lots and lots of nurture and everything set up so that agencies can sell this effectively. So it's literally like front to back, like selling all the way to fulfillment and prospecting all bundled up into one big system.
Awesome. So it's a all-in-one system. It's literally a package of 3 different snapshots: one to manage your agency, one to manage all the cards. So basically, Pat just showed you some of the cards. Hopefully you can see this. There are we have 15 different templates and designs. You can pick and choose. You make it your own. We have cards. You can use any NFC product. So I've also got some stickers. Imagine a restaurant, you're sitting on a cafe. There's a sticker on the table. That is possible. There are some review plates, which are acrylic plates. So there are stands. You can use any NFC product you want. Okay. We recommend starting with the cards because they're the cheapest. So I'll go through the numbers and what's possible in a sec. But here, I just want to maybe take 2 minutes and open up for Gary. Gary, do we have any questions, or do you have, or anyone else has any question for so far before we move forward, and what's possible with Review Genius? That's what I'm going to show in next.
There's no question in the chat. I was just looking in the live. So if anyone's got any questions, if they're watching live as well, can pop them in there.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping, I want to make sure, Alec, that you explain this in the same way that you did to me when we were at the event on how you can basically give this away and set it up
coming.
in like, set it up in a minute.
Yeah.
And then it's like a freebie, and there's no reason for a business to say no to this, really.
Exactly.
Unless they're crazy. So let's get to that, because that was the point where you showed me, and I just went, oh my god.
So far what I spoke on is why reviews, why it matters, and how to make it easy, right? Now the part starts where how to sell this thing. Okay, so this is where you need to focus now. If you haven't focused yet, okay, make sure you focus here, because previously, and here's how we prospect now. I mean, I'm sure you must have heard, and high level also says, hey, we have a Chamber of Commerce slide sitting in the help docs. Go and get it and go and talk to Chamber of Commerce. Guess what happens? I mean, you go and talk to those businesses, they don't entertain you that easily. Maybe there are few Chamber of Commerce who are open and hungry for more, but not every Chamber of Commerce is there. Like free networking events, like traditionally you go to a networking event, you say your elevator pitch and exchange business cards and say thank you, and then you try to follow up, and then nothing happens. There are so many different, I mean, there are exceptions to everything, so don't just quote me on that one sentence, but there are exceptions. Like there are social networks like Facebook, local business groups, and all that stuff. There are Alignable, LinkedIn, like there's so many different places you can go out and prospect. But again, you're trying to come out as a spammer, okay, in those places. There's nothing we can do to add value to their business. Boom, today. You can come up with an offer, say, hey, I can make you a free website. Okay, that's a good value add. The challenge is to build you that free website. It's going to take you at least half an hour if you even have 100% custom, custom valued website. You still have to fill up 20, 50, 100 custom values to make that personalized. So it requires either your time or your money, right? Or you can hire a VA and pay a VA to do that. So either you have to spend your time or you have to spend some money to add value. Here's how we prospect. Pat, do you want to give an example of how we prospect now?
So basically, it's like, well, I haven't gone myself because every time if the events come up, I'm always absolutely up to my eyeballs in work, and my wife ends up going with her friends. But home shows, I mean, you guys get that in Australia, right? So
Yeah.
home shows where all the tradies show up, siding, roofing, lawn, all the stuff. That's the like wide open. You go in there with the fistful of cards and like, hey, how about this? I want to help your business. I want to help you. Like we had one of our users, Kevin Patrick, he like the guy literally gets out of his car at the stoplight when he's next door, like next to a truck that's a roofer or somebody, and he'll tap on the window, go, hey, I want to help your business. Here, you can have this. I mean, it's like that guy's fearless. I don't know if I could prospect like that, but
yeah, let me give
I
you an
go to
example, like a conversation which happens. Let's say you're in a networking event. Previous to that, you would exchange business cards, ask what you do and all that, and you can say, hey, I can do business systems and automations and whatever is your pitch, right? Instead, what we start with the conversation now is, yeah, what's your business? Let me just look you up on Google. Dude, it looks like you need help with reviews. Do you want an easier way? Here, keep one of this card. So we literally pull one of this card. Here, keep it.
Yep.
That's it.
What I'm doing is I ask, like, so my pitch is somebody will say, what do you do? I just tell them I get my clients real reviews from their customers in 3 seconds.
Yeah,
And they
that's
go,
our
wait,
elevator
what?
pitch.
And I'm like, how do you do that? And then I go, oh, funny you should ask. And I whip out this card and go, watch this. And I tap my phone, and this is made to go to my Google review page. And so it goes to the Google review page, and I go, see this? Now I can like click this, and it creates a review for me that I can tap and then paste into my Google review and leave myself 5 stars.
Yeah,
go,
we'll show you.
oh,
We'll show you in a demo in
damn.
a sec what he's talking. But in a nutshell, this is an elevator pitch. What do you do? Hey, I help businesses like yours get more Google reviews from your real customers in 3 seconds.
Yep.
Dude, that everyone just, what? In 3 seconds? How is that possible? And then I just pull up the card and say, hey, here, keep this. And when we give them a card, that card is not activated. It's not live. All they have to do is tap on the card or scan that QR code, pops open a page with a form. They just fill up a simple form. It takes less than 30 seconds. Once they submit the form, card goes into activation within next 30 seconds. So 30 seconds max. The card is live. After 30 seconds, you tap on a card, it goes directly to their Google. It's live.
Yeah.
They can start
I literally
collecting.
I activate it for them from my phone while I'm talking to them. So
Yeah.
I like, hey, let me just activate this for you right now. And like today I was at a networking meeting. A new roofing company was in town, and they were at the meeting, and I said, well, how many crews do you got? And he said, well, I got 5 crews running around town. I said, okay. And I gave him 5 cards, and I said, you need to get these to the manager, the crew managers, but let me activate those. And so I typed in his name, email, and phone, and I said, okay, read the codes off. And I typed them all in, boop. And he watched it go on the phone. I said, now watch this. And, it just sits there and churns a little bit, activate. And he sees all the cards activated. And I tap his phone, and it went right to his Google profile. That right there seals the deal.
Yeah. So I'm sure in your head, you must be thinking, dude, you guys are just giving these cards away. Actually, yes,
They cost 30
even
cents.
for free. It costs, I'll go through the numbers now, but there are, like I said, if you remember, I said there are e-commerce companies who are selling this. These cards are being sold for anywhere between $27 to $47 each. Okay? There are companies. Once you Google this, they will retarget you like crazy and see 100 different Facebook ads. Okay? Because that's that business model. Because there's such a huge margin. One card costs us less than 50 cents. Okay? And We can sell it for $27 or whatever you want, but it costs us less than 50 cents. But if I'm in front of a potential prospect or a lead, I want to show them what we can do for their business. You're poking out 50 cents from your pocket, but that's the best 50 cents you have spent, because you are collecting their email, their phone number, their details right away, their business details, and you are giving them result in front of their eyes in 30 seconds. There's no other acquisition model out there which can give you this hot lead in less than 50 seconds. Sorry, 50 cents. If there is, let me know, because I'm still trying to figure out how. Okay, so because there's none. I can 100% guarantee you that. We've tried to look up for this. Anyways, let me show you some numbers of what's possible even if you give these cards for free. You can 100% sell it. There are people, there are students in our community who are selling these cards actively, okay? Because there's such a huge margin. So here, one NFC cards. Now, here's where I need your focus, because there are some numbers I'm going to talk about, not just strategy. So one NFC card costs around 50 cents. I'm just going to round it off because it's less than 50 cents, but for easier math, it costs 50 cents. It can be sold for $27 to $47 like other competition. It takes nothing to fulfill. Once you give it to them, they fill up their form. It takes 30 seconds to activate. And then that's it. It's live. They can start using. There's no fulfillment. Who would like that? Right?
Yep.
Cool.
Cool.
So activation is automated. They can scan or tap and activate, right? Now, let's go through more numbers. So you can sell this in bundles of 1, 3, 5, 10, or whatever package you want to create. Once again, it's 50 cents per card. Once you sell this card, there is an opportunity for you to talk them to more about what you have in the back end for upselling. What we upsell them on, guess what? We all have high level, I'm hoping. High level had all the reputation management features, right? And we have built a system more than high level, but you can take this and sell them. Hey, the card once activated goes directly to Google. Are you worried that you'll get negative reviews? Let me give you a review shield page. What is review shield? We'll show you in a sec. Where you can internalize all the negative reviews and even help. We have review generator, which helps you collect more reviews and all that stuff. This is the older slide, so I haven't added that, but there's review generator, which is a new thing now. Automated review replies, social posting, blah blah blah. You can sell that thing for anywhere between 97 to 297. Okay, so here's what is possible if you take this offer and go crazy with it, because there are students actively using this today. Okay, let's say you talk to 24 businesses a day. Okay, that's 120 businesses in a week. You give 30 businesses a trial out of 120 businesses. Now there's so many numbers here, it may not make sense, but what I'm trying to say is I'm doing very conservative math here. If you give 24 free cards away every day, okay, that's 120 businesses in a week. And out of those 120, if only 30 businesses start on a trial with you, okay, you give a free trial of your $97 to $297 offer for managing all the reviews and all that stuff. And out of those 30 trials, let's say only 10 signs up. And if to round it off, I'm just going to keep $97 a month. Here is what is possible. I don't know if you guys can see this, but if you scale this four students or four people doing exactly what I just told you at $97 a month offer, giving 24 cards away a day, okay, which is 100% possible, you are almost at $1 million run rate. Selling reviews, not even selling, giving away free cards. We're not even selling yet. If you start selling, your $1 million would come earlier than 1 year. We are literally giving free cards away. And we have some case studies here on what's possible with this is basically, and we can go deep into numbers. I don't want to just keep this. I want to open up for Q&As as well, if there is any. Like, this is the first restaurant who started using the system. Okay, now I don't know what's the latest number. This was I think 2 months
There
ago.
is 771 reviews.
There you go. So this is 2 month old. So we started with them, 4.6 stars, 21 Google reviews. Okay. In 2 weeks, they became 2 or 3 weeks, I guess. In 3 weeks, they were at 4.9 stars and 171. After 1 year, they are at 700 something reviews, which Pat just said.
Yep.
They are dominating that in that local area for Mexican restaurant. Okay. We have crazy case studies. And I mean, I can keep going, but I do want to hint a few things. And again, what's possible? Like I said, look at this. Is it Pat's? All right, I don't know, but there's someone, one of our students has got a crazy contract of I think 15,000 or something through this. Again, the foot in the door offer is free card. Hey, let me just give you this for free so you can start collecting more reviews and rank better on Google. That is the free offer. You're not trying to sell anything. You're literally giving things for free. I don't know why they would say no. Okay, because it's literally going to help them. Now, I don't want to tell about this introvert case study, right? Because there's a student in our community who's also a member of this group. Hopefully he hears this. But what's possible? So he was a guy who did not even like to go and talk. He didn't know what to go and talk. I was like, dude, just take this card and give it for them for free. It took him 15 minutes to even walk into the door. He was standing outside the door. He walked in, he literally spoke to the receptionist and said, hey, here, keep this. And he walked out. He did not even explain what it is, didn't say a word. 1 month later, okay, that card got activated. Because guess what? We have a system where you need to activate the card to use it. 1 month later, that card got activated. This dude got a notification. That person booked a call on his calendar, and that business is a $297 a month paid client. Without saying a word, just dropping this card in the reception. Okay. So what's possible is this, like if you're an introvert, if you're an extrovert, you can go and talk to business, you can crush this. Pat, you want to take your restaurant deal story?
Yeah, so I basically over here in the States we have a like a business networking site called Alignable, and I'm not sure it's kind of like the poor man's LinkedIn basically. So where it's not all realtors and bankers and gym owners, it's real businesses. So I actually connected with a guy that helps restaurants with their direct TV installations and helps save them money on supplies and things like that. So he connected with me. We had lunch and I basically brought a stack of cards and showed him the cards, and he absolutely loved it. So I literally gave him like a stack of 20 cards. I said, here you go, just hand these out to customers if you think they'll use it. Hand it to them, and he would. And this is before we had all the crazy activation stuff that we have now. Like we were based like kind of the high level skateboard model. We built the base system first, but he would text me a picture of the card and say this restaurant. And he'd text me another card, this restaurant. So I was just setting these things up. And then one day he called and said, hey, I have somebody who needs to talk to you. And he owns multiple franchises, and they want all the reviews. And so it ended up being 15 restaurants, and they were like Red Robin Burgers. There was one was a barbecue joint, and another one was like a Euro bistro. That's like a higher end Euro bistro here. And so they wanted they want like cards for everybody. Then they wanted some of them to have the automated reviews and some of them to have some of the other features. So basically we had to kind of customize our deal for them. But yeah, it was like handing these cards out. He like all goodwill got on a call in like with the franchise owner and his higher ups and his managers, and I showed them kind of how it worked on a Zoom call, and they said, great, how do we get started? So I mean it's an easy sign. I literally was on that call for like less than 5 minutes with those guys, and they said, great, get us the price, send us an invoice. So done, and it's bringing in a decent monthly. And that I had. And here's the cool thing: once I have them set up, I haven't heard from them once.
Yeah.
And they just pay every month. That's it.
Who would
that's the best customer ever.
Who likes to take care of
from.
support? That's my question. Who likes
Well,
support?
that's one of the things I want to say as well, guys, because this, you set it up right. High level is amazing. right? But then you got clients that go in the high level and then they have problems and they have challenges and they go, oh, what does this button do? And then they broke this, and then they broke that. This is all running through high level using your white label and getting you a SaaS customer without your customer having to log in and do anything or use anything and use support, need your help, or do anything else, which is amazing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good question. So DC's got a question. Thanks, DC, for the question, by the way. I'm going to cover a few things here, but let me answer your question because it's perfect. DC says, how do you move a prospect from giving them a card to booking a call with us to upsell? How do you keep a track of who gives cards to? Do you have a follow-up for this? Let me take the first question first. So how do you move a prospect from giving them a free card to booking a call? Depends on your sales strategy, like how you giving these cards away. We recommend a few ways to do that. But let's say you're given a card, they activate, they fall into your system, and there's a whole nurture system in place. We literally have got all the emails, all the SMS campaigns ready for you. You don't even have to touch it, and it just works. It's literally done for your system. From it's when other people say, hey, I have a snapshot for this thing, you still have to do so much work in that snapshot. Okay. This system has everything done for you. Okay. Your emails come in pre-written and all that, and it's 100% working and converting because it generates this client right now. So when they activate a card, they fall into a nurture sequence, which nurture sequence is upselling them on the benefit of signing up with your $97 or $297, whatever price you choose. Upsell. Hey, let our AI take care of your reviews and replies. Let me generate you social media posts and blah blah blah. We're gonna nurture them on and on and on. They will themselves tap the card and like 20 reviews in a week and figure out, oh shit, this is working. Let me talk. And they're also receiving those emails and text messages. You're always on top of their mind. They will say, let me see what else they have to offer. They will book a call. If they don't, what we recommend is you should have a system in place where you're following up in 2 weeks. So we also have a review stats system where once they activate the card, we capture a snapshot of their current status of their reviews. And every week we send them review statistics like, hey, this week you got this many reviews. And that means that this many percentage increase in your reviews. Or the week after, you did not do, you were not active, your reviews are dropping. Keep up, tap those cards, right? Something like that. So you are always on top of their mind with either review statistics or what else can we do with them. So that all that is built in for you. So they are going to just book a call with you naturally, even if you don't do anything. If they don't, here's what's happening. Once you can also follow up after 2 weeks saying, hey, dude, you collected 25 more reviews. Congrats. How's that going? Start a conversation and then say, hey, but I also noticed you haven't replied to them. Do you want our AI to take care of it? Done. Like just a simple phone call or simple text message or something like that as a follow up, as a as a nudge, like, hey, let's talk. I have more to offer. Okay, that's one. And third thing is, even if they don't book a call with you, guess what's happening? They're using your cards. Uh, They are literally an ambassador promoting your business to others. Okay, because every card, this card, when you get a system, you brand it as your own. It is your design, your logo, your website, everything is yours. So if a business owner is using your card and a restaurant or franchise owner comes and sees, they may see, oh, dude, where did you get this card from? The word of mouth have got so many results for us. So just like Pat said, like he just gave a free card away, and just a word of mouth have got him a restaurant deal, a franchise deal. And this is not just to Pat, there's so many others in the community who've got this. So how do you do that? You can be proactive about it and just follow up, or just word of mouth, let it take care of it. Okay, that's my answer to that. But maybe the second part, Pat, maybe you can answer that. How do you track of who you give cards to, and do you have a follow up for this?
Yeah. So what happens is that when you activate a card, it goes like we have basically three snapshots that come in our system. So we have one that handles all the activities about the card. So somebody scans a card, it knows where to redirect that person to whichever Google profile to send them to. So when they do activate the card, they put in their name, email, and phone, And they also, when they activate the card, they have to type in the business name because we have to be able to grab their Google profile information. So all that code's built to the page. So we know the business name, how many reviews they had when they activated the card, their rating, everything. All of that gets stored into the main agency system, and that basically starts all the workflows with all the nurture. So if somebody comes in and activates, it's going to go in. It's going to tell them, hey, if Gary activates a card, he'll get a text message and an email saying, Gary, your card's activated. Go out and get reviews. And then it puts Gary into a Google sheet where we actually keep track of this week's reviews, next or last week's reviews, and all that. So every week, at the very least, Gary's getting an email at 10 in the morning on a Sunday saying, here's what you got. Here's all the reviews that you got last week. If you didn't get reviews, it says, Gary, we got to get on a call. You got to get at least one review a week. Or if his rating goes up or it goes down, we have conditions for all of that. And you get emails and text messages for all of that information. So we've got, a full nurture system going on when they activate the cards or when they purchase our system. They get added to our Google Business Crash Course membership area, so you've got them in there, and it's just like, so you have, they're basically completely embedded in your agency system, and you've got all of their business information as well. So I mean, it's very easy to follow up, and like Alex said, like if they don't purchase after the demo, like after you give them a card, after a little while, pick up the phone.
Yeah.
Ask them,
And
how
they'll
are
be
you?
very
Yeah,
happy
I
when
noticed
you.
that you're getting this many reviews, or you didn't get any reviews. Are you using the card? That sort of thing. Like there's always a reason to call somebody and follow up once you've given them a free gift, and they kind of got to take your call because you gave this to them.
And see, that's the difference here. So if you follow up with other marketing agency leads, they would hang up on you. They don't like to talk to you. Whereas here, the difference we are seeing is if you call them, they're expecting to talk to you because they want to know more. Like it's such a different energy when they talk to you. Like they would like to know more of you. This is crazy. Like we have so many case studies from our students. Like there's a tree. So Kevin, right? Let's just talk about one of his case studies. He was a tree trimming company, 12 or 15 years in business, 22 reviews or something. And in like 2 weeks, they got 41 reviews, like a total of 41. So doubled up the reviews in 2 weeks, right? Using a card. Now, the direct impact of that is any star rating increase, 0.1 increase impacts 5 to 9% of revenue increase in a business. There's a direct correlation between your reviews increasing and ratings increasing to your revenue increasing. What that comes down to is this tree trimming company have doubled up their phone volume every day.
And you know what you do with that? You sell them AI voice.
Exactly. I mean, there's so much. Once again, so good.
You
good
haven't got
segue.
anything for that, have you? By anyway?
No, I might. I don't know.
You might. People
Yeah.
people
So,
can
but
stalk
that's a
you and
good
find that
segue.
out.
So this is just a foot in the door offer. What you sell them on the back end is whatever you want. If you have a web design company, go sell them a new website. If you have an automation company or agency, sell them business automations. Whatever you have on the back end, sell them that, because that conversation is going to be so much easier because they already know, like, and trust you.
Yeah.
100%,
I think
That
as
is
well,
the difference.
I really want people to get their head around the fact of like giving cards away
Yeah.
is just like such a good deal for you as an agency, right? It costs you
Yeah.
50 cents for a card, right? Give them away. If you just dropped 10, like that example you gave of the
Yeah.
guy who literally walked in and said, here you go, take this, and then walked out and didn't do anything else. Imagine if you just walked along the street and just dropped 10 in 10 shops, right? And
Yeah.
then if one of those activated it, because the rest didn't, because they just went, who's this weirdo? I'm not touching this card. But
Yeah.
if one of them activated it, you now got a lead in your CRM that's getting automated follow-ups, right, for your services and systems, and they're using something you've given them. So you got a lead for $5, right?
Mm-hmm.
How much does it cost you for a lead running Facebook ads, right?
Yeah, way more.
Or any other form of ads or any other form of marketing.
Yeah.
And that's like 1 out of 10. You're probably going to get more than that, but that's like $5 for a lead. I mean, that's nothing. So you have to consider that as a prospecting, like how cost effective that model is, or your model is, I should say. I think it's
So the other thing which I want to hint here is, let's do a comparison. Let's say you spend $250 on Facebook ads and you spend $250 buying 500 NFC cards. Okay, let's do the math here.
Yeah.
Give me someone, just tell me how many emails, phone numbers, and business information you can generate spending $250. Give me the maximum you can generate.
Maybe 20.
Okay, anyone else has a number than 20? Okay, here's what's possible if you take the same $250 and buy 500 NFC cards. Okay, ready? You take 500 NFC cards, give all 500 away. The only caveat is activate the cards before you give it away. Okay, and what does activate mean? They have to give you their name, email, phone number, business details for that card to be live and active and help them collect the reviews. Okay, what happened is you collected 500 leads in $250. Okay, let's be very conservative. You only collected 250 leads. All right, so that's $1 a lead for you. Who here thinks if 250 businesses uses your cards every day to collect Google reviews, you are not going to get 10 out of those 250 to pay you $100 a month? Anyone disagree with this? Please let me know.
No,
So that means
doing it as well.
you're making $1,000 a month recurring by giving away 500 free cards, which cost you $250 one time. Who likes this business model?
Yeah, and I actually have increased my prices. I don't do it 97 a month anymore. I'm 179.
Yeah, you
So-
can sell for whatever you want. I'm recommending at least 97. So, dude, I mean, the energy of doing business is so different here in this business model. That's what I'm recommending. So, Pat, let's just do a quick demo of our review shield if you have it ready.
Yeah, sure.
Hold on, let me stop my share.
Let me just share just a second here. There we go. So this is kind of our, like, just real quick, like if you do drive traffic or you've got this on your business card or something else like that, you can send people to this interactive demo. And what happens is that people can say, let's say, oh gosh, here's an old client. I know they have horrible reviews because I don't know what happened to her business, but she's not my client anymore, so it's not my fault. But I'm going to look this up, and what happens is as they type it in, it's going to pull in their business information, and then what happens is that it does pull in like all of their Google info, the number of reviews, everything like that, and then we test drive this. Then what happens is that when it goes to the next page, it actually pulls in their most recent reviews, and in real time AI starts answering the reviews for them, so they can actually see how our system answers the reviews. So that's the interactive system there, and then they can scroll down and they can see all the different features of our product here, and then purchase the cards and everything. So
and while he's showing you that, what you see is what you're getting in the system. That landing page, that system, that demo, everything, you have it once you get the system.
I did all the for you. So
yeah.
Thanks, Pat.
So that's what our initial system is. We also have something like this, like here's the review calculator. So let's say somebody's got, they want to find out, and this is something you can send to people, at a BNI or something else like that. They're like, how many reviews, just somebody give me, your rating and how many reviews you have and where you want to be. So let's say, you're at a 4 and you got 100 reviews and you need to go to a 4.5. It's going to, again, put all this stuff in here, and it's going to tell me that it's going to calculate how many reviews that you need to get to a 5-star rating. And that actually can shock some people, because you'll have people that have hundreds of reviews and they're at a 4.2 and like, oh, I'm doing great. Like, well, but to get to a 4.9, you're going to need this massive number of reviews to and the only way to get that is to actively get those reviews instead of asking people for it. So that's another one of our lead magnets that we've got in our system here. Let's see here. As far as like when somebody taps the card, we have multiple funnels that you can send them to. So you could send them directly to the Google profile. That's what happens when we give them away for free and activate them. But then what I show them is like, well, our paid system actually can send them to this, and we have multiple pages here, like just a basic, smile, frown face, like yes, no type of a binary option. We have 5 stars. We have a funnel where if it's a restaurant or something, they can, leave stars, and then it will have them opt in to get offers. So you can add that and bolt SaaS onto the back of that. One of our best ones here is our what we're calling review helper. And what happens now is, like, if somebody taps the card and leaves you a review, most often they're going to be standing in front of you. They don't want to type up the review. They don't know what to say or something like that. So they'll just, hit the 5 stars and then, submit it, which is good. You're getting you're getting a review, but a review with SEO keywords and text, and especially pictures. If you tell them, hey, we have a special going on, or a contest going on, people that leave a review with photos are getting entered to win a gift card. And so that's totally terms of some service compliant. And then reviews with photos are super, super sticky and carry a massive amount of weight on Google. But with our review helper, somebody can say, yes, I enjoyed it, but well, let's go here. Let's say somebody didn't enjoy it. You can get their input before, they go and rant on Google. But then here they can click here, and this is for my business. Let's say I gave somebody an AI booking system, and then what did you like most about the service? And I could say, well, let's see, I like everything. So what happens is that we actually generate an AI SEO based review for that person, and all they got to do is copy and paste. And then of course this is my my agencies never get good reviews, or that many reviews. I have 6 whole reviews. I need to
Oh, we're
practice
not
more.
we're not doing it actively for our business, but imagine
Yeah,
this for a
but
restaurant
what you
where
would, but if I actually wasn't the owner of this, it would pop up the review page, and then I could literally long press my phone and paste the review and leave the 5 stars. So that is something that that's super powerful, because people don't even have to think about what to write. It just suggests the review. They tap to copy and paste it, and it's done. And then what happens is, within about an hour to 4 hours, based on how we have it set up, the AI system kicks in and answers that review with even more SEO keywords and thanks them. And let's say somebody just left a review and they left a bad review. The AI system still handles that. It's empathetic. It says, hey, please give us a call. We'd like to make it right. And it handles that review. And that, people view how you handle negative feedback just as importantly as how much positive feedback you have. Because that, my wife and I liked this little bar and grill downtown, and the owners, like, the food was great, but if any kind of bad feedback, and the owner's wife would just jump all over these people, super snarky, and their reviews started going down, and the business started going under, and it's like, I think it was directly tied to how they handled their customer feedback, and as opposed to, I'm sorry the food was cold. Come on in. We'll make it good and that sort of thing. It's like, well, if you hadn't been on your phone and you got off your fat butt and eating dinner, that sort of thing. Like, whoa, that's not the cool way to
That's not
handle
the way
it.
to deal with
Our
it.
our system handles it for you, so there's no emotion involved. So
yeah.
that helps the client as well, because one of the worst things, aside from being really nasty to somebody in your responses, is just ignoring them. So if somebody had a good steak at a restaurant, they want to talk to the chef, and they say this was a fantastic meal, and the chef just walked off, I'd be insulted. And the same is, like, you burnt my steak, what are you going to do? And turn around and walk off. That's even worse, because there's no feedback. I gave you mine, and I'm not getting anything back. And people want to be validated. So our AI system handles all of it from front to back. And then when there are good reviews, 4 and 5 stars, we actually create a summary of the review, how happy we are to have gotten it. We create an AI image, a dynamically created image, and then we post that all over the socials, including the Google profile. So we're keeping the Google profile active, we're keeping the Facebook page active, and so people are actually seeing that social proof everywhere.
Yeah.
So sorry, just run that by me again, Pat, because I didn't know about this. And if I understood you correctly there, you are summarizing the Google reviews and automatically posting them out to their Facebook page. Is that what you just said?
Yes.
Yeah.
Amazing. I didn't actually know that you did that. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We
So
got
high level has
so if
High level has a current feature where you can take that review, plug it in the graphic, and then post. but the caption of the post is very static, generic.
Yep.
What we have is we can take that and summarize the review and post that as a caption. Okay, here's the example.
Yeah. So this is my auto detailing client. He had no website, almost no reviews, and let's see, he's actually hit 110 reviews. He's got a perfect 5-star now. So
Nice.
he's got calls coming in pretty regular. So yeah. So every time there's a review, we post these up here. So this is kind of what it looks like. So we say thrilled to get such an amazing review from Marvelin. These were we're impressed with our attention to detail and all of this stuff here. And then here's the actual review, and it's in a nice photo. It pulls in their Google profile picture, and we've got it branded for his company. So those are the kind of posts that show up. And we do it for him. We post literally like once a week, but anytime there's a new review, it's going to get posted. If there's old reviews, it will actually post the old reviews. So it's constantly feeding this content to his profile.
And this is something that you can add as an upsell as well, right? So depending on how you price
Yeah,
these.
you can include in the system, or you can give it as an upsell, whatever you want.
Yeah.
So I mean, stuff like that.
So basically,
AI.
what we do, what we
Yes.
do is we got like multiple levels. Like you can give the cards away. What I'm charging 197 for is like 5 cards, the posting, the AI reviews, the review suggester, and then I'm creating like a very basic high level location so I can connect to their Google and give them the review widget as well that they can put on their website. That's 179 bucks. I don't have any further fulfillment beyond that at all. So if that's all I did, I'd still be getting 179 a month from this client, and that's it, like over and over and over again.
That's beautiful.
And it's super sticky.
Yeah, but so once again, like I said, there is an offer just for Gary's community, and we can open up for Q&A as well if there is any. Oh, wrong screen. My
There's
bad.
one question here from DC. We can add our own branding to these pages.
100%. It is your brand.
It's all completely white label. Yeah.
Yep.
Why am I sharing? Am I sharing a screen? Yes, I am.
We're looking at the demo, the slides.
Yeah. So you can get started for $9.97. No, of course not. We love Gary. We'll do a special because this is exactly the offer we did here in Sydney when I met Gary here. I just wanted to make sure that offer is available to you guys. This is the same offer we launched the system with as well. Now we have 120 plus agencies actively using this. So we're literally giving you the beta pricing when we launch this offer. So it's $697 to get this whole system that we're talking about and more, and access to our community, everything. We do bi-weekly coaching calls in there, Q&A, like open calls. Like you ask any questions, bring it on, and we talk there. There's community of 120 plus agencies in there. So yeah, it's a very active community. Everyone's trying to help each other out. They're all doing everything that we just spoke about.
And this is one off, isn't it?
Just one time, yeah.
There's no monthly fee with this, right?
Nope.
This is
lifetime deal.
a lifetime deal for this, and then you can go and sell that to clients for $100 to $300 a month. You pay for the cards.
Yeah.
So you're going to buy some of those, and you guys provide all the templates. You've got the suppliers for that, so you're going to pay for some cards, and then $700.
Yep.
Yeah. We have all the assets for, like, we got the template for the card designs, like 15 different designs. You can just download from Canva, send it to our vendor. We've got all the vendor information. We have all the documents, and we get these things from Alibaba. So it is a Chinese vendor, so sometimes there's a little bit of a language barrier. So we've got this is what you need to say and how to say it.
But it's even more than that now. It's even more than that now, Pat, because we've through our suppliers we've ordered more than 100,000 cards or even more, right? As a community, so they know our process. All you need to do is to reach out to the vendor directly in Alibaba. And I think Steve has a question. What's the ongoing cost for cards? You invest $250, get 500 cards directly through the Alibaba supplier. We don't have anything to do with it. You directly deal with them, but they already know our process. So they would understand, okay, well, you're from Alok and Pat's group. Okay, I know what you're doing. Just give me your assets. and they would start printing your card. They'll give you pictures of, hey, here's how it's looking at every stage, and then they will let you know it's shipped. When it's shipped, it comes to you. You take the cards and start giving it away. Before you run out, make another order whenever you need. So it's you dealing directly with the supplier. There's nothing involved here. So what we are giving you is a system to manage all those cards, a system to sell those cards, and a system to fulfill your clients when they start paying you. Okay, so that is what is Review Genius in a nutshell. Does that answer any questions? And again, everything is white labeled. There's no Review Genius, Pat's brand or my brand involved. You're loading everything into your own high-level agency account. You loading everything in on your own domains, your logos on the cards, your website on the cards. There's nowhere we are mentioned.
Yeah, and if anyone watching this at any time doesn't know you guys, like, high level freaks, like, you guys build solid stuff. Like, there's a lot of stuff that you guys have built before this, like snapshots, funnels.
We have more stuff coming for
If that's okay, Gary, let me just hint this as well. So I hope everyone knows Hilo's launched AI Employee, right? So we are working actively on leveraging and building a system on how to do that. Because, hey, guess what? We are all about reviews, and that's the easiest foot in the door offer. But we are still looking for other things to sell add on after Review Genius, right? Once they are a Review Genius client of ours, what else can we offer them? So we need a system to fulfill that. So we do have a few other things, but since AI Employee is free and everyone should leverage this, if not, go start using it today. But we're working on doing everything AI Employee and building systems, just like you see here with the Review Genius. We're working actively on building better systems on leveraging that. And we have an open group where you can come and join and, get everything that we build as well. So there's no, if anyone's interested, hit us up and we can share the link, or let me know. I can share the link here. But
I was going to say, question for you, because that's what it is in the coupon code. But where do you get this?
Oh, yeah. See, this is how crazy we are. We're not organized.
I know, no, that's why I love you guys too. You're very like how we are. It's just like, hey, this is something cool. You guys should check it out. We're.
Let me drop the link here.
Where do you get it? Can you put it? Can you put the link on the screen as well?
I will. Yeah, just give me 1 sec.
Hey, Alok, a quick question, if I can.
Yeah, please.
How long does it take for the cards to arrive? Like, I'm in Australia. Like, are you in Australia as well?
I'm in Sydney. Yeah, Sydney.
Cool. How long from China does it take for the cards to arrive?
Like I would say anywhere between 3 to 4 weeks max.
3 to 4 weeks. Okay.
Yeah. And that's you dealing directly with the supplier, like I said. So it's nowhere we are involved. But like I said, we've given them so much business that they know, like, and trust us. They want more from us now. So I've even negotiated a deal with other supplier. He
hadn't even given me that guy's name yet.
Oh yeah, I haven't shared it in the community yet. So which is coming. Sorry. Yeah, I haven't shared that in the community yet.
So while we're waiting for cards to be delivered, we could be like building out pages and.
100%. Yeah, we have since we have 3 snapshots, and there's a lot of things like you need to get a Google API key and stuff like that. Like, almost everything that you need to get aside from the cards is free to get, like Google API keys and all that, and using like Grok API and that sort of thing. So, when you're ordering your cards, we kind of have this all set up, like, start here, go to next step. So, like, the first thing you want to do is, like, you don't want to set up the agency stuff first. You want to set up your card redirection system and that snapshot first. Then you can set up your agency, because by the time your cards get here, you'll have made all the little tweaks and fixes and things like that to your agency, and get ready to sell and change all the colors and all that stuff that you want. Then it's going to be, you'll be ready to go and get, hit the ground running when the cards show up.
And then when you're giving out cards, like, do you just say to people, like, hey, do you need more Google reviews? Like, do you want to automate your Google reviews? What's your approach there? Like, when you're giving out cards?
Well, there are many angles you can take with that. It depends on who you are talking to and where. But let's say you're walking into a business. Let's say you go for dinner with your family, right? You can literally just do a Google search and see where they stand, right? And if you think they need help, just go to the manager and say, hey, dude, I love this place. I want to help you get better. Here, keep this. This will help you get better.
Yeah,
Let me help you get more Google reviews. Or the easiest way is, hey, how do you currently get Google reviews? That's the easiest question.
Yeah.
Right. The other opener question could be like, hey, is how important are Google reviews for your business from the scale of 1 to 10? Like if anyone says below 7, don't even talk to them, just move out. Because they're not focused. They don't understand the value. You would rather waste your energy and time explaining them. I would rather just give them, hey, do you want a free crash course on understanding how to set up Google reviews and all that stuff? That's also white labeled built in for you in your accounts if you get it. Wow. So you don't need to build it. It's just ready, done for you. Cool. So you just give them a free crash course, right? Get them as a lead.
Let's see, we've got a white label report that's like 20 some odd, no AI in it at all. I literally sat down over a weekend and wrote this thing, 20 some odd pages on Google, like the ultimate reputation management guide. And then we do have the Google Business Profile crash course. So if your client or potential lead doesn't have a Google profile or they don't understand anything about it, it literally takes them by the hand and says, here's how you get it started. Because, Google's getting very picky about how you activate, profiles and things like that. So I can't just go, all right, I'm going to set up DC's business over here and then it'll be validated and all that. No, DC's going to have to set up his profile. He's going to have to send in his tax documentation, take a picture of his office and that sort of thing. Then he can validate. I'm not going to do all that work. I mean, it's even if I could charge for it, I'm not going to show up to your business and do it. So, once you do get it done, you can make me, you can grant me access and then I can do the management on it, but not before. So I don't even prospect to people who don't have a Google profile. If they don't and they're still interested, I will give them the whole walkthrough and say, here's the crash course. It's, $297 value. Use it. I'm going to follow up and make sure you get your profile, and then we can give you cards. And until then, I'll just keep following up. But yeah, like I typically walk around with about 10 cards in my back pocket at any given time. So you see somebody at the hardware store, like especially the contractor side, there's always roofing trucks and siding and everything else, and I will go and like, hey, this is I don't know you, but I think this will help your business. And oh, thanks, And if they want to keep talking, I can activate it right there on my phone.
Yep.
Yeah.
I kind of like that idea as well, as like activating on the spot. You
should. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Let
use
me.
A card.
I'll
just get it activated for you. Go to here. Here's your name, address. Done.
So this is basically I have this set up. I have two separate browsers on my phone. I got Brave browser set up, and this is the home page on my Brave browser. So I just tap this, I open it, it's ready to activate. So let me just opt in my thing here. So I'll be talking to them, say, what's your name, what's your email, what's your phone number, and then we go here, and this is all mobile optimized, obviously. But
let's just do this. DC or Steve, give us a business name.
Yeah, what's a local business?
Give us a local business name. So imagine this, you're literally in front of the local business. We asked for their name. We've submitted that first. Next page is finding that business now. Give me a business name.
Okay, I've got Mode Screen Prints in Noosaville.
Mode
Screen Prints?
Screen Prints, yeah. That's it.
That's the one.
All right, so I'm typing it in. It's already automatically going to see it pulls in all their information. And so then I hit next, and now it's going to pull out the cards, and I can activate up to 10 cards at any given time.
And every card has a unique ID. Okay. So that's what you're typing it here. Which card are you giving it to them? Which one are we activating mode? That's the question here.
So let's say I do like Z1, Z1, like that. I'll just make up a bogus card number, and so I'm giving them a card. Goes to next. And then it hits submit, and then what happens is that it goes over here to this page here, and wait for it. It's going. There it is. It's active. So now, and this is all through, we have a high-level app that I wrote, so it's a nice private app and everything. So if I go here, and the next time, after I hand him the card back, I go ahead and tap it. He's going to tap it. It's going to go here, and it's going to go here to the Node Screen Prints, and I can leave a review. So that right there, they see that thing activated, they tap it, they see their business review page, they go nuts.
That's how long it took to activate the card.
Yeah, awesome.
Super fast.
Yeah.
Good, very good. Thank you.
Very cool. Steve
Steve,
had
did
his
you have a
hand
question?
up. Yeah.
Yeah, you just answered it. with that exact there. I was like, hold on, I'm missing something here. I'm going to buy
Yeah.
250 or 500 cards for myself
Yeah.
with my logo on. Do I have to buy them for my clients? And then all of a sudden you went through the activation and
Yeah.
the penny
So
dropped.
you buy it, you give it to your cards, they activate. Once they activate, it connects to their business, Google,
Yep.
and then off it goes. So you don't have to literally. The only setup and full setup required is to set up the system and order the cards. Once it's done, all you have to do is just the goal should be once you have 500 cards sitting in your office or at your home, the goal is how quickly can you get rid of this.
Yeah.
That is what you need to figure out, because the more
100%.
these cards are out there, the more money you're gonna make.
So if I show this and the manager goes batch over it and goes, yep, I want it.
Yeah.
How many cards do you sell to, say, a restaurant? You say, hey, look, each of your waitresses should have
You decide.
these. So let's do 10 cards for you.
Yeah, you decide what and
it
how.
kind of depends.
Yeah.
Like some of the restaurants will have what they call like a 100 like a table touch policy. So the manager walks around and talks to everybody. How was your dinner tonight? How was your dinner? So you have like for each shift you'll have a manager. So you might want the manager to have those cards, or if you did want the waiters and waitresses to have them. It really just matters how the restaurant works. Like the Mexican restaurant that we got the results for. The manager, and it was family operations, so the manager and his wife were just like, they were on it all the time. They would just every single table, did you like your meal? Bang, 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 just like review. So
And the other way, it's we recommend starting with the cards to show them the value, but later on when you're actively using it and leveraging it, invest into more products, NFC products. So what I have is NFC stickers. So if you're prospecting a restaurant, guess what? You can ask, okay, how many tables do you got? Oh, you got 20 tables? Here, let me give you 20 stickers to stick it on each table.
Yep.
Right? So they don't have to walk. At least every table has a sticker. Then you can have something like this, NFC plate or a stand, right? Sitting on their checkout counter, right? Then you can have these cards with every manager. So then you bundle up everything for, hey, let me just give you all this 20 stickers and 5 cards and 3 different review plates for $500 one time. Easily will pay, because this one plate is sold for $87. It cost me $2. Like they would easily pay, because the competition out there is selling it for crazy price. And here I would even go to next level. Like, hey, we normally charge a setup fee for our back-end automations and all that stuff for AI and all that, but let me just waive it off for you, man. Here, just keep it. Just pay yearly in advance and I'll give you all for free. Like, you decide your offer. There's so many different angles you can take this, but again, the whole theory, and thanks Gary for inviting us to share this, because we are so passionate about this, because this is bringing results for us and our students as well, and we want to share this with the community as much as we can. Once again, we don't market this, we don't promote this anywhere. We only through referrals, like people who know, like, and trust us, bring us into the community and we share it, because this system is not built for actively selling it to other high-level agencies. We built this for our own self. We wanted a system which we can take and go out in the market. This is our system. Review Genius, the name, that's Pet's business brand name. Okay,
and it's also the name of the system, because
it's the name of the system. I mean, because we are lazy, we don't come up with it. That's
I'm
what do you
lazy.
think? The reason we called it our high-level freaks as a group is because, hey, we are freaking out about high-level and all the new features. I was like, dude, let's just call ourselves high-level freaks. Now, having said that, let me hint again. High-level has an AI employee. We have a new group called AI freaks. So we are going to be AI freaks as well, not just high-level freaks. So you all invited to join that as well. Let me know if you want to join that. But this is what it is. Like, it's a stupidly simple client acquisition strategy. That's what we call this, because we wanted that for us. We are lazy. We don't want to work too much, honestly.
Well, I think you worked pretty hard to put this together. Well, Pat did.
We did, though.
I'm not sure what you did, Alok, but Pat definitely did, mate.
Oh,
yeah, Alok came up with the idea, and he said, "Can we do this?" And I went,
I push him. My job is to push him and keep him on track. But yeah, dude, thanks for having us, Gary. I mean, happy to hang out and answer any other questions you got.
Yeah. Is there any other questions? DC, I think DC's dropped off. Or is he? Oh no, he's just gone off screen. Steve, DC, if you guys have got any other questions, I'm not seeing anything in the live chat. What I'll make sure I do is I'll tag you guys in the comments. I'll put this link in the comments in there. We'll put this on our YouTube channel, which we do a terrible job of promoting, to be honest. But I'll make sure that the link is in. So if you are watching this on YouTube, the link will be in the comments or the description with that. And yeah, I think, guys, we should definitely have a look. And like I said, for the price, you can't get leads for the price of giving away the cards, right? So
and again, so I don't want to talk about the price. Like, I don't want to talk highly about the system, which is because, hey, I'm going to make money if you buy, honestly, like you'll pay me. But there are students in our community who said, dude, what you built, and this is their words, I have it in recording. If you want, I can share the recording, but this is what they've said. We don't even collect testimonials. This is how stupidly simple we are. Like, we are simple. We don't want to promote this big time, but this can be easily sold for 5 to 10K. It's literally a whole reputation management business in a box. You don't have to do anything. You just have to launch this. That is all you have to do, because it's all done for you. I mean, yeah, you may customize a few things. You may do not like our design of a landing page. You can design it your way and all that stuff. That's optional. But if you decide to launch this, you take the system and launch it, put your logo, put your domain, and that's it, done. Like, it cannot be simpler than this. And for a system where you're not selling anything, you're literally giving free things away and you're making money on the back end. Like, I haven't seen anything simple than this.
No,
You
I
know?
don't think I have. And I really liked it when you showed it to me. I was like,
Yeah.
people need to check this out. Okay, gents. Well, look, thank you so much. Thank you for your time. Pleasure.
Yeah,
Thank you.
absolutely.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks. It's great.
All
All
right.
right, guys.
Thanks, guys. I'll
Okay.
see you in
Sure,
I'll see you in the meme pages, Pat.
Got it. All right.
Thank you,
Later
Dean.
on.
Bye.
Have a good
Bye.
day, guys.